Welcome to another episode of Trendy with Kim Allison, and this is a Kim's Chair solo rant. But before we start today, smash that subscribe button so we can connect. Rate the show if you're listening. Helps the show a lot. Thank you. You guys, we are back in our blue folder today, Life's Lessons, because why not? I mean, I've been in this folder off and on all over the past couple of weeks, so I figured why not jump into it one more time, alrighty, to end the week. I'm always, you guys, brainstorming on what to talk to you guys about, and this is what popped into my head. Were the good old days really that good? And yes, I will always tie things back to hair and beauty somehow, some way. You just got to trust me. But what got me thinking about this is it's because lately I've been hearing people say that things were so much better back then, right? But really, were they? Or was it that we were just younger back then? Because those are two completely different things, right? I mean, like, were they better for our parents? Were things better for our grandparents back then? And for me, back then is like the 80s, because now that I'm older and I'm a parent and a grandparent, I'm second guessing everything, you guys. Ooh, but I've always told myself life was better when I was growing up. I've always told myself that, programming, right? But now that I'm old as dirt, I'm like, but was it? Or was I simply too young to notice how hard life actually was? You know, maybe my parents were carrying burdens I never saw. Maybe my grandparents looked at their lives feeling like I feel right now. Who knows? Every generation, I think they grew up in the best time ever. But is that actually true? Is what I wonder. When I think back, I remember my triplet siblings getting their first cars. They were the oldest, so they were the first to experience getting a first car. And oh my goodness, you guys, they worked so hard for those cars. And trust me, no shade to the triplets, but nobody was checking for those cars.
I was on my way back to the hood to buy them 20s. I mean them 10s, they 10s, but I keep them clean.
One of my brothers had this yellow Chevy Nova, and my other brother, he had a yellow Chevy Chevette, which they don't even make, you guys, but yellow. I mean, like, how? How did they both find yellow cars? That twin thing, I swear. And I'm sure those weren't their dream cars. They were just, hey, it runs. And then they fixed them up from there, like all boys do, you know, putting the rims on them and all of that stuff. So I'm sure they were proud of those cars, as they should have been. My sister, their triplet, she couldn't even afford her own car. So she had to beg, you know, the boys to borrow theirs. And my parents definitely weren't loaning out their cars. I mean, my dad, he drove this loud, like, blue Ford pickup truck with the stick shift on the steering wheel. Nobody wanted to drive that thing. Trust me, nobody. And I remember my mom, she drove a burgundy Cadillac Fleetwood. I mean, we were Black. Of course she did, but I digress. But here's my point. My siblings, they still couldn't afford to move out. They worked, they saved, they struggled, right? Sound familiar? People say young people today have it so much harder. Maybe, but every generation has had its version of hard. Don't you think? Like, when I moved out, I didn't even have, I didn't have this little cute Pinterest apartment like you guys have today. Me and my girlfriends, we rented a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, 3 of us together, because that's what we could afford. We bought this brown tweed sleeper sofa at the thrift store. Lord knows where that mattress had been. There was no awareness of, like, black light or the thought of how nasty that mattress probably was. When I think about it now, honestly, I'm like, oh my God, it just makes me want to vomit. But anyway, it was whatever we could find or afford, child. We bought our childhood bedroom furniture from home. That apartment had, like, old stale carpet. The plumbing was questionable at best, okay? Like, nothing in there matched. And let me tell you, we thought we were living large, honey child. We did. We were living our best lives. But today, people will walk into that apartment, probably make some TikTok video like, who lives like this? Like, we'd be living in squalor. You guys, you're lucky that you have IKEA and Wayfair and all that. But back then, it was normal. I mean, sadly, it was. So, was it really better, or do we just remember how exciting it felt because it was our first place, right? Oh, and let's talk about safety in those days. Everybody says we could play outside. We walked home from school. The world was safer, but was it, or did we simply know less? We walked home with keys around our necks at 7 and 8 years old. That's wild today. We let ourselves into an empty house. We would buy candy on the way home from school from random strangers like somebody's uncle or somebody's grandpa, just selling it in their driveway. Nobody even thought twice. That we call creepy today. But back then, it was just like a Tuesday. But here's where my mind goes, you guys. Were we actually safer, or did we just not have ring cameras? You know what I mean? We didn't have cell phones or social media. The news wasn't available to us, right? Like it is today, 24 hours a day.
Yeah, we'll need your cell phones.
Well, I don't know about that one. That's
Yeah,
my
I
cell
don't think
phone.
so.
Yeah, I'm not liking that. Oh, hell no.
We could not have fathomed any of that back then. Now we have true crime, like what I watch, documentaries, and we watch it for entertainment. Forensic technology has changed the game. We have DNA testing. We know so much more now. Is the world actually more dangerous, or is it more visible? Do you know what I'm saying? And then there's food. Everybody says food was healthier. Maybe, but was it? I mean, because when I think back, we had pesticides, lead paint, artificial, literally everything. We had red dyes and everything. We had candy cigarettes, for God's sakes. Now, who approved that in the first place? There's Sadie for that. We literally pretended, you guys, to smoke as children, and nobody blinked an eye. Our parents and their friends, they would just laugh. They thought it was cute. We drank out of garden hoses. We ate dirt. Some of y'all ate paint chips, lead and all. Don't act like you don't know somebody who did, because I do. So, was food healthier, or are we simply more educated today? Were the good old days, you guys, really that good? Like, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. I think every generation has its struggles, and it thinks the next generation has it easier. And I think every generation, it eventually becomes nostalgic for the years when they had fewer responsibilities. But I'll tell you one thing that I do think is better today. My amazing industry. Yes, beauty. That's right. I said it. Beauty is better for sure. It always is. I really do think women look younger today than they did 40 and 50 years ago. Go pull out one of your parents' high school yearbooks and you tell me they didn't. Everybody looked 40. I'm dead ass serious. The seniors look like they had mortgages and kids. I mean, everybody looks so old. But today, people are 50 and they look 35. We've learned more about skincare and how to keep our skin youthful with all of our K beauty, all of our things. We listen to the experts now and use their sunscreen, child. We focus more on our health, the health of our hair. Makeup is better, fitness is normalized. We're more aware of what we put in our bodies, are we not? And not to mention how far cosmetic procedures have come, like I said in my previous episode. I mean, can we agree on that? I think we can. We've really come as far as looks go. We've come a long way. So, yes, beauty is winning all day long. I'll give this generation that one. So, maybe that's the lesson today. Every generation leaves something better than they found it, or God willing, right? Some people would argue that with the planet, but technology gets better, medicine gets better, beauty gets better, but life itself, life has always been complicated. And I think it always will be. I don't think there's ever anything we're ever going to be able to do about that. I think one day today's kids are going to look back at 2026 and say, man, those were the good old days. And then later in life, like I'm doing now, they're going to ask themselves, but were they really? And the cycle will start all over again, so on and so on for generations to come. So I'm going to leave you guys with that to think about and weigh in on. And if you like this episode, hit that subscribe button on your way out. And I will see you guys next episode. Bye.